Good morning, students. I hope that in previous lectures we had already discussed the how we can solve the algebraical expression for the equations of motion, how we can derive them. And in this video lecture, in this session, we are going to discuss that how we can derive those same equations by graphical method, by graphical representation. So this is a very important topic in your curriculum and today we are going to complete this. So as you can see that here we have a graph, a graphical representation where this is point O, this is point C. X-axis is representing the time and y-axis is representing velocity. And a curve, a straight line AB is shown in this graph. This is AB. So basically this line A is starts from this point and at this point there is zero time. So it means this point is representing the initial velocity and that's why here already written as U. And after t time, after time, the body travels till time t and reached the velocity range at point B. So here is V final velocity is representing to you. So basically this is the graph by which we can solve our first equation, second equation and third equation. We will derive all those three equations with using the only this particular graph. So now we are going to solve that. So if you are first time on the channel, then please like the video, share and subscribe the channel. Now we are going to start the first method, that is a very first equation of motion. First equation of motion. First equation of motion. So as you can see that this is the point. Suppose this is point A and this is point B. Okay, so from OA or we can say from CA, all the distances is same. So at this point, time is zero. It means whatever the velocity at this point is representing the initial velocity. है ना? So value of initial velocity U is given by here OA. And final velocity is here, that is V. So the final velocity is given to you by OV, or we can say CB, OB and CB. So CB we can use this. So final velocity is representing by CB. So what is the change in velocity? What is the change? Change in velocity. Change is of course CB minus OA. So if we get the CB minus OA, that is C, this is point C, this is point B. So CB minus OA, it means we got this is this line. This line is representing the change in velocity, that is V minus U. है ना? And this point is, since this point is D, so we can write here as dB. So dB is the value which is representing the change, that is V minus U. And as we know that acceleration A is actually change in velocity, with respect to time, So what is the change in velocity? dB, that is V minus U. And what is the time? That is 0 second to t second, so that is t. Now we can do the cross multiplication and we get the equation V equal to U plus AT. So see, this is the very easy method by which we can derive our first equation of motion using graphical representation. So I hope you can get through this idea. Now we are going to solve our second equation. We can going to derive the second equation. So now for second equation of motion, for second equation of motion, what we will do here, as you know that this is the velocity time graph, okay, and velocity time graph, if it is a velocity time graph we have, so it means distance, displacement upon time. So if we want to if we want to calculate the distance or displacement, it means we have to multiply velocity and time. Then we will get the value of s, which is some kind of distance if it is a linear motion distance. Okay. So, and as we see that y-axis is representing the velocity and z-axis, y-axis representing the velocity and x-axis representing the time. So if we take in the time as the length and velocity as the breadth or the width, then area, length into width will give you the area, and that area will nothing but give you the distance. So this is our principle, this is the idea on which we are going to solve this third equation. So basically for that we have to calculate the area covered by this AB. So what is the area covered by AB? This whole area. This whole area is covered by AB. This one and total this one. Here. So it means OABC. We have to calculate the area of OABC. It means for calculating the distance, as we have to calculate the area of OABC. OABC. But as we can see that OABC is the sum of OADC and ADB. है ना? It means we have this area and also we have this area. Okay, so we have to add these things, means area of OADC means OADC plus ADB. Now we have to calculate only this thing. Okay, so it is very easy to calculate the area. As you can see that OADC is a rectangle, which means length into height, or we can say length into width. So length is t, length is 0 second to t second, that is t, and width, or we can say breadth, is u, initial velocity till point A. Okay, so it is the u, so t into u, so it will become t into u plus area of right angle triangle is half base into height, so half, base is still t, base for this triangle is still t, this is the base and this is the height, so that is t, and height is BD, and we had already calculated the value of BD. We had calculated the value of BD is in previous, we had calculated the value of BD, that is dB, is V minus U. So now we can put the value of ADB, it is V minus U. V minus U. Okay, now so S equals to UT plus half. Now V is here, so we have to calculate the value of, we have to put the value of V, as we know that value of V is V equals to U plus AT. So we can put this value here, T times U plus AT minus U. So U and U is cancelled, and what we get? S equals to UT plus half, T will be going to the multiplication and it will become half AT square. So this is the method by which we can derive the second equation of motion. और इसमें भी ग्राफ वही यूज हुआ है, कोई हमने अलग ग्राफ नहीं बनाया, by using the same graphical method. Okay, So now we are going to solve the third equation. Third equation. Okay. So for third equation of motion, we also calculate, now we calculate the whole area of OABC, that is the trapezium. Okay, you can see that OABC is making some kind of trapezium. So we will calculate this total area, है ना. टोटल एरिया हमने इस बार भी कैलकुलेट किया था सेकंड में, बट वी कैलकुलेटेड इन टू पार्ट्स बाय ब्रेकिंग देम इन रेक्टेंगल and a right angle triangle. But now we will calculate the area by using the formula of trapezium. So third equation of motion, now we are going to drive this. Okay, so as we know that S is equals to some kind of area of OABC, and OABC is basically a trapezium, which means the area of trapezium can be written that the mean of the parallel sides, that is OA plus BC by 2 into time into height into OC height, that is OC. Now just put the value of OA is U. OA is U. You see, you can see this is OA. OA is U. BC is V. BC is V upon 2. And OC, as you can see, OC is nothing, it is just a time. OC is time into time. We will put the value of time from the equation of first equation of motion, that is V equals to U plus AT. So we can use time t equals to, you can take this U this side, V minus U, and multiplication is acceleration will become in denominator V minus U by A. So we can put this whole value over here. So U plus V by 2 times V minus U by A. So 2A, and it will go into multiplication with S. And now here it will become the formula of A plus B and A minus B, which is V square minus U square. So finally we get the equation V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So this is the graphical derivation for three equations of motion. You can see all these things. You can take the screenshot in the middle of the video so that you can make your own notes. So you see that it is very easy. Most of the time it will ask to solve the graphical method. Okay, it is important actually, because for graphical method you understand the how graphical analysis can be done in case of different types of motion. So this is the important part of your physics curriculum in 9th standard. So you should take the screenshot so that you can make your own notes. And today we will complete this topic. Okay, so now we are only one topic is left in our 9th, that is elementary idea of circular motion. Okay, so we will cover up in the next session. Till then, stay tuned, stay with us, and definitely we will going to solve the worksheet problem also, so that you can understand this chapter little bit more. Okay, thank you learners.